spiritual warfare going on. So we finally gonna talk about this. Let's get into it. Now at the beginning of the video, I want to apologize if I sound like my voice is gone a little bit. It is. If this is your first time here on my channel and you have never seen any of my previous story times or videos, this video might not really make sense to you. You probably gonna have to backtrack a little bit and gather the tea. Your girl has gone through hell and back, bitch, and I'm still here. What possessed me to do that? I really don't care what brought you to this video. I'm just gonna give you the facts. I'm just gonna give you my truth, my reality, and you guys can walk away from this video and think whatever you want. If you guys are not spiritual, okay? Because honestly, let me just say this. I wasn't either. We're gonna cover all the bases here. If you don't believe in these kind of things and you're like, oh, this bitch just needs an excuse for why her life is fucked up, cool, thanks for the view, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like really don't care what brought you to this video. I just kind of feel like the girls that really fuck with me, they're gonna put two and two together and they're gonna be like, oh my God, bitch. I have been holding this in for a minute, bitch. I have known about this for over a year. I'm not gonna tell you guys who's doing this because it's a group of people. And I feel like living in a generation where everybody's a TikTok witch and a Pinterest witch. Like, girl, when I get into this story time, y'all gonna be like, oh my God. See, I've been telling people in private and they probably just been running back like, yeah, she's a fucking lunatic. But I promise you, for the girls that really have been watching me and like documenting my struggle, let's not even call it a struggle because it's a journey, it's a process, you know? I'm not making this video as a cry for help. Unfortunately, this is my reality. And at this point, I think it's funny that these people are still doing this. So let's talk about it. A few years ago, I don't really know because I'm always focused about the future. But let's just say like 2 years ago, my channel was like doing numbers, baby. Like every video I was uploading was like 10K up. Bitches was mad, bitches was hating. But let me tell you something, I was broke. I was struggling financially bad. That's why I was cranking out those videos like that. That's why I was so passionate about doing my channel because I couldn't pay my rent. I didn't know where I was gonna live and I felt like this is my way out. I don't know how these people that I used to be friends with took that. They were probably looking at me and seeing that I was a stripper and was jealous of that, but they didn't know that I was stripping because I was like 2, 3, 4 months behind on my rent. I wasn't doing it because I'm like, this is so glamorous. I was doing it because I actually needed to do that shit, right? This story doesn't make sense. Black magic doesn't make sense. Being jealous of somebody for doing what they're called to do doesn't make sense. Everybody has their own lane. Somebody drew me recently and the first thing I thought to myself was like, oh my God, I wish I could draw. Because imagine having something in, like, look, I don't even want to go into it because then I'm gonna start sounding like a hater myself. No, but seriously, you get what I'm saying? Everybody has their gifts. That's what makes the world go around. So I'm saying this at the base of the story so you can understand, bitch, I was popping. I'm not even gonna sit up here and act like I wasn't that bitch, baby. Like, oh, let me stop reminiscing because we doing this video to put this behind us. So at the time that my channel was doing really, really good, I was so far behind on my rent that like my roommate took my camera as collateral until I could pay her the rest of the rent. And so I just started to notice that like right when I was getting a taste of something good that I deserved, that I was working my ass off for, bitch. Like I was stripping that night. I was catching the bus 2 hours to Santa Monica to work a temp job. And then I would come home, I would film videos. Yeah, I was doing like a lot of shit. I had been homeless before and I'm like, I work 2, 3 jobs. That's nothing, that's no problem. That's no problem. That's the game. People have like laughed at my downfall, laughed at me working at McDonald's, laughed at me having to move to, like people have laughed at me, bruh. I'm giving it to Jesus. I'm giving it up. I'm giving it up. Ironically, this video is about forgiveness. I'm trying to forgive these people in my own way. You know, in a Brianna Lay way, I'm trying to forgive these people. My channel started popping. My roommate takes my camera and that was like my main hustle. So I couldn't upload. When I finally get my camera back, my roommate's like, oh yeah, when I graduate college, I'm moving out and the apartment is in my name. And basically it was like a it was a 2-bedroom, but we made it into like a 3-bedroom. And she was basically saying like, you're gonna have to go. At this time, that's why I'm saying if you've never been on this channel, you need to kind of backtrack. At this time, I had just met my dad. My deadbeat boyfriend who was beating me up was living with me. Like when I tell you, girl, I was into the thick of it. Like, I really don't think y'all understand that. I really don't think you understand that. It's okay. God does. But anyways, see, y'all stress me out. Now I gotta drink some wine. This was the time in my life when I did the domestic violence. Oh my God. All that stuff was going on, okay? Then I find out when my lease is over, I can't go back to my auntie house. She not fucking with me. So where am I gonna go? And I've been homeless before, so I know my ex-boyfriend, he's just gonna go live with his mom. And you see, pay attention to this. If you could go live with your mom, why are you staying over here at my house and watching me struggle? He used to do really weird stuff. Like, if I had a pretty wig, he would cut it up. He's this crazy. I'm not making this shit up. I remember one time, y'all, I went to the bathroom and I was listening to like a sermon by Bishop T.D. Jakes, no cap. I come out the bathroom because I was going to film a video and the wig that I wanted was missing. I'm like, I literally got so scared because I'm like, is he a psychopath? Or is he a 4-year-old? Like, I couldn't tell. Girl, why did I find my wig cut up in a bag? Like, he buried it, bitch. He tried to hide it. When I asked him, I was like, where's my wig? What wig? Pay attention to what I'm saying. I was living with somebody that would cut my wig up and they asked me what wig. So clearly I'm dealing with a crazy ass liar, right? Just keep that in mind. Food for thought, bitch. Okay, I take the flight, I leave LA, I go to Ohio. I'm tortured in Ohio. I go live in the Bay Area. I'm kicked out in the middle of the night. We've done story times on this. We've done story times on this. I get back to LA. I cannot find a job. Like, on my mama, when I finally got back to LA, it was so hard for me to find a job. And I was like, this is impossible. Because do you know how much money I was making when I was not in LA? It was like money was just fucking flowing to me when I was not here. Whoever watching this, come save me, please. I do not want to be in LA no more. So I'm telling you about all these different struggles so you could kind of see what led up to me going to a psychic. Because that's basically what I'm leading up to. It felt really weird that, like, when I went to Ohio, I got a job on the spot. When I went to Oakland, I had not one but 2 jobs. Everybody wanted to hire me. I get back to LA, I can't even get hired at McDonald's. And then when I do have a job, the customer's trying to get me fired. They cut in my hours. I mean, I was literally on demon time, but I had already been through so much stuff. I can't be talking about this on my channel, like, not right now, like, you know what I'm saying? That's when I started doing the stripper vlogs because I'm like, I'm trying to have that hope again. I'm like, this is what's gonna change my life. This is what's gonna change my life. The stripper video started going viral, and then boom, I get fired from the strip club. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, I'm literally like, what the fuck? Yeah, I just wasn't ready to come on here and film my truth. I kind of feel like this is like when I did my abortion story, like, all right, bitch, you ready to talk about it? Yeah, fuck it. Because I feel like it will really make sense to some people. Like, you know, when you try your best and you're like, why the fuck is my life just, the math is not mathing, bitch. April of 2020. I spent like Valentine's Day with my ex-boyfriend. Like, everything was going normal, and then he ghosted me out of nowhere. And then I had this prophetic dream that he was literally having sex with somebody, and I was standing there and I was watching it. And when I tell you that dream felt so real, that is what finally made me break up with him after years and years and years of being abused, being beat up. He sent me to jail. He gave me my first black eye. I still didn't leave. I still didn't leave. But when I had that dream, and I was going through my spiritual awakening, and I was really like serious. That's what I'm saying. If y'all don't believe in this black magic, bitch, on my mama, I was only in to listening to the word of God. I will only listen to, you know, Joyce Myers, T.D. Jakes, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, like, a whole bunch of like horrible bad shit started to happen to me. Things that used to manifest, used to come to me so easy, felt so far away, damn near unattainable. I'm like, what the fuck? So I lean in closer to God and closer to God and closer to God. And then boom, I had this fucking dream. That's what made me leave that nigga. Sorry, excuse my French, my bad. That's what made me leave him. That was it for me. Because I was like, this is God showing me, like, look at all he's put you through. And this is what he does behind your back when you're not paying attention. And I was like, damn. So I cut him off, right? And in April of last year, I started to really get depressed. Like, when I tell you, I slipped into like a depression that I hadn't experienced since I was like a little kid. I knew something was wrong because that's not who I am. Like, I'll go through something, but I'll get over it. But for some reason, I was sitting in this shit. Like, that dream, and then the fact that he kept lying and lying. Like, I gave him so many chances to tell me the truth. He kept lying. And I knew he was lying because I felt it in my soul. You feel me? I started to get so obsessed with watching tarot videos because I had another dream. And it was just these hands. And it was shuffling tarot cards. But it looked like my hands, like when my nails was done and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, bet. I took the sign. And I'm not trying to tell y'all all my business like that, but I feel like it's very important for you to understand that I'm not just on here making shit up. Maybe you could think that. I really don't know. I'm just being honest, and I'm just telling you what led up to this. You feel me? And so I didn't go buy tarot cards immediately because my religious beliefs. I was like, demonic. I just started to watch the videos. The stories that would flow through the cards and the certain people that I would watch, it was like the math was mathing. When I tell you, certain people's signs will pop up, and I'll be like, oh, I always had a feeling about that bitch. Like, when I tell you, girl, nobody even knew I was into tarot at this time. Nobody even knew that I was, like, developing that interest like that. Like I was really getting deep into it. I was starting to learn how to do it. Nobody knew that, right? I'm stressing myself out with this story. I started to get these storylines that just made too much sense. And it broke my heart. Like, why would people do this to me? When I tell you, at this time in my life, when I was struggling with my job at McDonald's and when I came back to LA, it was like everybody was turning their back on me at the same damn time. Like, when I tell you, I have nobody, bitch. Like, and I'm not trying to say that like when, but I have nobody. And I think people get a kick out of that. But I also think that's black magic. I literally think that it's black. Okay, let me continue. Have y'all ever seen the movie Changeling with Angelina Jolie? If y'all never seen that movie, that's literally what I felt like I was living. Everybody was turning their back on me, and everybody was making it seem like it was my fault. Like I did something to them. And it was all at the same time. In the movie Changeling, Angelina Jolie's, I hope I'm saying that right, Angelina Jolie's son gets kidnapped. And she knows for a fact that her son got kidnapped. But for some reason, everybody tried to play her like she never had a son at all and like she was crazy. And I literally felt like that is what I was living. Nobody wanted to believe me. Nobody wanted to be my friend. Everybody had dubbed me as crazy. Recently, somebody told me to take my meds. Bitch, what motherfucking meds am I on, bitch? Because if I'm on medication for depression, why are you guys on Twitter and Instagram talking about anxiety and depression and PTSD? Where's your medication? Let me calm down. No, actually no. Because they think that shit is funny, but then they be the same people on Twitter. Oh, I'm depressed. Oh. So where's your medication? Bitches stay complaining about fucking life. That's why they jealous of me. That's why they out here casting spells and shit. Because every time it's Mercury retrograde, y'all having mental breakdowns. You not crazy? You let a planet that's way far away affect your mood. Are you not a lunatic? Let me continue. So at this time, ain't nobody even fucking with me, right? I'm on Instagram. I'm seeing everybody hanging out. They don't want to invite me. What the fuck is going on? I really got depressed. I felt so alone. I felt like empty on the inside every single day. Every day. And I knew that that was not normal. When I realized that the joke was literally on me, like I was the clown, different groups of my friends stopped fucking with me. Even people that didn't even know each other. But today, now I know that they do all know each other. And what do they have in common? Hating Brianna Lay. Congratulations, your friendship is built off hating me. Good job, guys. We leaving the past in the past. We ain't talking about this no more. It was the videos that I was watching on YouTube that really made me want to go to a psychic in real life and get a personal reading, because they started to bring up things like black magic. And that's why I told you guys about my ex-boyfriend cutting up my wig. And I noticed that like some of my clothes will go missing. My ex-boyfriend was really weird. I started to have really crazy ass dreams. I couldn't sleep at night. Sometimes I didn't even feel like eating. Here's another thing. There would be like hella flies in my house. Like The Exorcist, bruh. Like The Exorcist. I mean, unnecessary amount of flies. Unnecessary. I'm depressed every day. I can't get this spirit off of me. If I read the Bible, if I listen to the word, it's like every day I wake up, I feel like I'm in the sunken place. Like I didn't even feel like me. I just felt so low. I was like, something's not right here. And then the bruises, girl, that took me to another level. I'm like, why am I getting bruises on my leg. This is probably why people start to call me crazy, because I was experiencing this in private. I don't know, I didn't have nobody to talk to, and then the people that I did have to talk to, they had already given up on me. They already thought that I was crazy anyway. They had already been talking about me behind my back, and they just felt like at this point, fuck this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Today, I have to say, I understand that. I'm not gonna blame that on black magic, or you guys could let me know how you feel about that in the comments below. I'm at the point where I feel like people made the decisions that they made, abandoning me because they thought that I was not gonna go anywhere, that I was just the crazy wild friend, and that's all that I was ever gonna be. And that I wasn't gonna amount to anything anyway, so why would I keep talking to somebody that used to do drugs, that was homeless? It's like, I get it, but that's why I'm making this video, because I want some of you guys to understand that some of the things that I suffered, maybe I deserve that. Maybe that was inflicted upon me by jealousy because I finally found my footing in life. People like to laugh at people and project onto people, and I guess it gets funny to them, like, this bitch still has hope. This bitch thinks we give a fuck about her. It's like people get off on hurting me. When I finally go see this psychic, I had a feeling something really weird was going on when I got bruises on my legs. Like, she basically told me that somebody was doing a death spell on me, and I had to pay her to get that spell reversed. And after I paid her to get that spell reversed, my ex-boyfriend got hit by a car. So y'all could do with that information what you want to do with that information. I'm not lying to you. I'm not trying to make you believe nothing. I'm just giving you a series of events that have occurred in my life. When I found out somebody was doing black magic on me, and it was like a group of people, and basically they were doing it because they wanted to steal my destiny. They wanted to be me. I really didn't understand that. The lady was basically explaining to me that somebody wants to live my life. And when I think about my life, I think about being abused as a kid. I think about being bullied horribly. I really don't understand why somebody would go to the extent to try to kill me, or like, I mean, yeah, that's really how I feel. Like, I don't know how to say it any other way. And I've really been holding this in for a really long time because it hurts my feelings, because I've never done anything to anybody to deserve that. And when I started my channel, it was not to piss people off. It was to finally have the freedom to be me. And this is what y'all go and do to me. I finally find somewhere that I belong, and this is what y'all do to me? This is what y'all do to me? Y'all didn't even know what I was going through because y'all was not there. So you watch it from the outside and you jealous, and then you think that it's okay to attack somebody? You think that you're God and you're paying people and you're asking people to help you out? I know a lot of shit now. I know a lot of shit that's been going on behind my back. That's why when you see me cyberbullying people, leave me alone when I do that. How I choose to handle my enemies is my business. I learned something from this experience in my private time. This is what I learned. I gotta give y'all to God, because it's way too many of y'all that don't like me for no reason. When I tell you, everybody turned their back on me. I don't know if I could trust my friends, if I could trust my family. And it's not even me being excessively paranoid. It's me knowing for a fact how bad people want to see me struggle again. Girl, I know it for a fact because I see it manifesting in my life right now. There's weird stuff happening to me right now. I woke up this morning, both my sinks was clogged. My other roommate moved out yesterday. I'm the last person in here now. Why, as soon as my roommate moved out, the sinks get clogged? The toilet stops fucking flushing. Before my second roommate moved out, there were so many flies in my house. It was disgusting. It was literally disgusting. And I could see the signs now. I know, literally, I know when I'm being attacked spiritually, because I can't sleep at night. I can't sleep at night. I just be up all night, literally until the sun come up like 7 o'clock in the morning. I just can't sleep. I'm telling you, right now at this moment, I am still being attacked. That's why I just have to say, I forgive y'all for thinking that this was necessary and for doing this. And I have to go on with my life now. So I'm just going to acknowledge on the internet that you're doing this, and y'all could do whatever y'all want to do with this video. I made my Instagram private, so y'all want to go report my page and flag my stuff, go ahead and do that. I'm just going to find another way to eat, and I think y'all know that by now. The lady telling me about the black magic, the death spells, because I was hearing it in the YouTube videos. I'm not going to lie. But I'm like, these, you know, it's so many people watching this video. That's not my story. That's not my story. Bitch, I was in denial. I was so much in denial. But then my faith in God kept bringing me back to that dream and bringing me back to all these other crazy dreams. I was having dreams of like, what? Like, girl, I'm making this video because I need to forgive, period. If people feel like they needed to do a death spell on me because my channel was too popping, because I was still uploading, because people still supported me. Like, there's so many reasons for so many people to not like me. I'm cool with that. But I really don't understand the whole death spell thing. That's like beyond me. I understand if people don't like the stories that I've told on this channel and people feel like I need to shut up or I need to be broke. But these people don't know what I've gone through. And these people don't know how I suffered before I even knew that they existed. So their jealousy, like, you guys, I have a Pinterest board and it's called Lightworker. And I made that Pinterest board because when I was going through the dark night of the soul, when I was going through my spiritual journey, my spiritual awakening, I was trying to gather as much information as possible, and Pinterest was the shit. Tell me why one of my friends from high school followed that Pinterest board. Look, and this is immediately after I found out somebody was doing black magic on me. This is immediately after I found out people was doing death spells. I'm like, out of all the Pinterest boards I've created, you want to follow this one? So I immediately made that shit private because I'm like, whoa, this bitch is an op. Like, as soon as I started to get deeper and more open-minded with my spirituality, oh my God, did he reveal my enemies to me. Like, when I tell you, the Lord has never told a lie. That's what the devil do. God is true to his word, bro. He will reveal your enemies, bro, and he'll do it loud and clear. If you really want to know, if you really want to know who up against you, I promise you, God will tell you, baby. Because I really thought that was weird. Like, this is my own personal spiritual shit. Why are you following that folder, weird bitch? I made that shit private. Then I started to notice, look, and this is before I deleted my first Instagram. This is before I deleted my first Instagram and before I deleted my Twitter. I need to drill that in your head, bitch. Before I deleted that Instagram, all these random tarot readers started following me. People started message requesting me. Oh, I could give you a free reading. Bitch, I didn't ask for no reading. Like, all of these red flags started to pop up. And I thought to myself, oh my God, I am so naive. Witches exist. Like, you don't know how stupid and borderline crazy I felt, because I'm like, witches exist? Bitches have time for this shit? Like, God started to give me so much confirmation that I was being attacked spiritually. Old tarot readers, I'm talking about ancient looking bitches that look like they literally made Instagram to follow me. I was like, yo, what the fuck? So look, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here, because I know that Halloween is coming up and these girls probably finna get active on me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I could tell when I'm under attack spiritually. Like, I've been under spiritual attack for like 2 years, girl. We done talked about 2 years of some bullshit back to back to back. I know Halloween coming up and y'all feeling gassed up. Y'all got them black candles. Y'all got those red candles. Baby, I could go to the Botanica too. That's all I'm gonna say. I could go to the Botanica too, mommy. I want to make this video for entertainment because I think it's funny that people are that dedicated. I want to make this video for awareness because people really think that they can destroy your life with magic if they don't like you. Just because they don't like you. Just because they saw a video and you said something, so now I'm pulling tarot cards and I'm trying to black magic you. Girl, that shit exists. That's why I said we're not even gonna go into who's doing it to me, because some of the people that's doing this to me, they don't even know me. They just getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Personally, in a weird way, I think this video is kind of funny. I couldn't sleep all last night, and it was like I just knew somebody was conjuring something up, because I haven't been able to sleep. And I know Halloween coming. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Especially if you're a part of the angel gang. I know how we get down. Some of us is hardcore Bible thumping Christians. I just want you to stay woke. Pay attention, okay, honey? Because it doesn't matter if you a Bible thumping Christian and you only believe in God. That used to be me, until I realized that it's people that like to get active and they believe in the exact opposite. It's spiritual warfare going on. And the more I spend time alone, the more I realize that. The more I see how people rise up against me. Oh, you want to message me about some drama, but if I was homeless right now, could I call you? People unblocking me on Instagram because they want to see drama. That's all low vibrational shit. And that lets me know that those are all people that need to stay the fuck away from me, because they feed into that shit. They think it's funny to see a pack of bitches gang up on one person that's minding their business, expressing themselves online, and getting paid for it. Let me tell you something, because I could see into the future, bitch. You could go ahead and you could start your little YouTube channels and you can make story times about me. Basically dedicating your career to slandering me. It ain't gonna go nowhere, and it's getting harder and harder to get monetized on YouTube. Make sure that your channel is monetized at least. At least. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm going to move on with my life. The black magic, the spiritual attacks, everything I went through before I even knew about all of this, when I was just like, God, why is this happening? It happened to me for a reason. It made me stronger. It made me better. And I always bounce back. You feel me? At this point, I'm just going to trust the process. I really don't know where my life is going. I don't know if I'm going to stay in LA. I don't know if I'm going to do road trip content. I know what people are doing behind my back. I haven't talked about this on my channel because I wanted to get an apology. I really did. You know why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know why. You know you intentionally lied on me. You know that you tried to destroy the person that I am because you watched a few videos and you don't like me and you got mad that other people like me. I don't know. I will never understand. But when I was praying today, I really decided I'm handling this wrong. I'm trying to fight y'all. I need to give y'all up to Jesus because y'all clearly giving me up. I mean, a death spell, bitch. Yeah, so y'all clearly trying to give me up to somebody. Let me go ahead and give you up to God. And I mean that. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that because I need to move on with my life. And I'm going to do that. I refuse to fail. I refuse to go backwards. I refuse to be bitter because I grew up around too many bitter people. I'm going to keep pressing forward, and I hope that you guys could use this as a tool to understand that no matter what you go through, no matter what evil people inflict on you, God will use that evil for your greater good. And I mean that shit, and I feel like you could feel that shit. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what you believe in. I'm here to tell you, baby, you need to stay woke because it's an evil world we live in. If you guys like this video, go ahead and turn that thumbs up blue. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and let me know what you guys feel about this topic. If you guys have experienced any spiritual attacks, share your experience. This is not the time to not get those fingers moving because people need help. So I really love you guys. And whether you thumbs up this video or thumbs down this video, have a great life, bruh. Till next time.